What's up, RoboZoo crew? I spent all weekend on this, and today we're going to build an epic secret trap in Minecraft using Python that will blow your friends' minds. The trick I wish someone had shown me is how to trigger complex events like these, but don't worry, I've got you covered. Here's what we're going to create: a hidden trap room that triggers TNT or a pit to open under players when they step on a pressure plate, with a lava reveal after 3 seconds and a fake floor with a hidden drop. Here's what we're going to create: a hidden trap room that triggers TNT or a pit to open under players when they step on a pressure plate, with a lava reveal after 3 seconds and a fake floor with a hidden drop. Sounds like a challenge, but don't worry, you've got this. Let's get started with our step-by-step guide. First, we need to set up our Minecraft environment and connect it to Python. This means we'll use a library that lets Python talk to Minecraft, and we can use the MC object to control the game. Think of it like a special messenger that helps Python and Minecraft work together. Next, we'll use the MC setBlock function to place blocks in the game world. This function is like a magic tool that lets us build anything we want in Minecraft, from TNT to pistons and trapdoors. For example, to place a TNT block, we would use code mcsetBlock x, y, z 46, where x, y, and z are the coordinates of the block. Now, let's create a pressure plate trigger. We'll use the mcgetBlock function to detect when a player steps on the plate, and then we'll use the mcsetBlock function to trigger the TNT or pit. It's like setting up a secret alarm that goes off when someone steps on the plate. To add some drama to our trap, we'll use the time.sleep function to create a delay of 3 seconds before the lava reveal. This function is like a pause button that lets us control the timing of our trap. For example, code time.sleep 3 would make the game wait for 3 seconds before doing anything else. Next, we'll create a fake floor with a hidden drop. We'll use the mcsetBlock function to place trapdoors and pistons, which will create a secret door that opens when the player steps on the pressure plate. It's like building a secret passage that only opens when you want it to. Finally, let's put it all together. We'll combine our code into a single function that creates the trap room and sets up the trigger. When we run the function, our trap will be ready to go, and our friends won't know what hit them. Here's an example of what our code might look like. Code: import MC, import time, def create _trap, hashtag set up the pressure plate trigger, MC setBlock x, y, z 72, hashtag set up the TNT or pit, MC setBlock x, y, z 46, hashtag create a delay before the lava reveal, time.sleep 3, hashtag reveal the lava, mcsetBlock x, y, z 11, hashtag create a fake floor with a hidden drop, mcsetBlock x, y, z 96, mcsetBlock x, y, z 64, create _trap. Great job, you've built an epic secret trap in Minecraft using Python. Now, go ahead and try it out with your friends, and see who can avoid the trap. What to try next? Why not experiment with different types of traps, or try building a whole secret temple with hidden passages and puzzles? The possibilities are endless, and we can't wait to see what you create. Challenge time. Now that you've learned the basics, it's time to put your skills to the test. Here are a few challenges for you to try on your own. 1. Create a simple calculator that can add, subtract, multiply, and divide two numbers. 2. Make a game where a character can move around the screen using the arrow keys. 3. Build a quiz that asks the user a series of questions and keeps track of their score. Remember, don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. It's okay if your code doesn't work at first, it's all part of the learning process. Common mistakes and how to fix them. As a beginner, you might encounter some common mistakes that can be frustrating. Don't worry, we've all been there. Here are a few tips to help you troubleshoot. Asterisk, make sure you've saved your file with the correct extension, e.g., .py, .js, etc. Asterisk, check for typos and syntax errors. A single mistake can cause your code to fail. Asterisk, if your code is running, but not doing what you expected, try using a debugger or printing out variables to see what's going on. What you learned today. Let's recap what you've learned so far. Asterisk, the basics of coding, including variables, data types, and control structures. Asterisk, how to write your first program and run it successfully. Asterisk, how to use functions and loops to make your code more efficient. Asterisk, how to debug and troubleshoot common mistakes. Share your creations. We'd love to see what you've built. Please comment below with a description of your project, and if you're feeling brave, share a link to your code. We're all about community and learning from each other, so don't be shy. What's next? Thanks for joining us on this coding journey. If you like this tutorial, be sure to like and subscribe for the next video in our series. We'll be covering more advanced topics, such as object-oriented programming and working with APIs. Don't miss out on the fun. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next video. Keep coding, and remember, the most important thing is to have fun and never stop learning.